If you could only bring one item to survive in an emergency situation, what would you choose? For me, the answer would definitely be a homemade water filter. Today, I'm going to introduce a life-saving item that can be your best friend in any situation, whether you're camping, trekking, or facing a survival challenge. With this simple DIY water filter, you can turn dirty water into drinkable water, helping you stay alive when there's no clean water source around. Let's dive in and explore how to create this super useful survival tool together. First, find a plastic bottle. Any size will work, but medium-sized one is ideal for easy handling. Make sure to clean it thoroughly, both inside and out, to remove any dirt residue or odors. In survival situations, starting with clean equipment is crucial because even small contaminants can affect the quality of your filtered water. Think of this bottle as the heart of your water filter. It needs to be as clean as possible to ensure the best results. Once your bottle is clean, carefully cut it in half using a sharp knife or scissors. Take your time with this step to make sure the cut is neat and even. The top half will act as the filter body, while the bottom half will serve as a container to catch the filtered water. This simple cut transforms an ordinary plastic bottle into the foundation of your survival water filter. It's a small step that makes a big difference. Next, I'll grab a soldering iron to carefully create small holes in both the bottle cap and the sides of the bottle. The holes in the cap will allow the filtered water to drip through slowly, while the holes along the bottle's body will help with ventilation and prevent pressure buildup during filtration. Be sure to make the holes just the right size, not too big to keep the filter materials in place and not too small to allow the water to pass through smoothly. This step is like opening tiny gateways that will guide the water on its purification journey. These are the exit holes for the filtered water. You can make 3 to 5 small holes using a soldering iron or a heated metal rod. Imagine a system where water is poured into the top, slowly trickles through multiple layers of filter materials, and clean water gently drips out from the holes in the cap. That's the flow you want to achieve. First, I'll start by placing a layer of cotton at the bottom, right on top of the bottle cap holes. The cotton acts as the final guard. It helps trap the smallest particles that might pass through the upper layers. It also prevents a filter in materials, like sand and charcoal, from falling out through the holes in the cap. Make sure to press the cotton down firmly, but not too tight. You want to hold its shape, while still allowing water to drip through slowly. This soft, simple layer plays a crucial role in giving us cleaner water in the end. As you can see, I've already boiled the charcoal beforehand. This step is really important because boiling the charcoal helps remove impurities, dust, and harmful substances that may still be trapped inside. It also ensures that the charcoal is clean and safe to use for water filtration. By preparing the charcoal carefully like this, we can trust that our DIY water filter will produce safer, cleaner water. I'll now crush the charcoal into smaller pieces so that I can spread it out evenly inside the filter. Breaking the charcoal into fine chunks increases its surface area, which helps absorb impurities and odors more effectively. The smaller the pieces, the better they can trap harmful substances in the water. I'll carefully crush it until it's just the right size, not too powdery, but fine enough to create a dense filtering layer. Before adding the gravel, I'll thoroughly wash the pebbles to remove any dirt, dust, or unwanted particles that might still be clinging to them. This step is essential because using unclean gravel could introduce more impurities into the filter instead of helping to clean the water. I'll rinse them carefully until the water runs clear, making sure they're completely clean and ready to be part of our filtration system. I'll save this rinsing water for later. It will be the perfect test water to try out our homemade filter soon. I'll make sure to use fine, clean sand and spread it evenly to create a smooth, solid layer. Now, I'll add another layer of charcoal on top of the sand. This additional charcoal layer will enhance the filtration process by absorbing odors, chemicals, and any remaining impurities in the water. It creates an extra safety barrier, making sure the water that comes out is as clean and fresh as possible. I'll spread the charcoal evenly to cover the surface completely, strengthening the overall filtering system and getting it ready for action. Next, I'll add another layer of clean sand on top of the charcoal. This top sand layer helps to hold the charcoal in place and provides an initial barrier to catch larger dirt and debris as soon as the water is poured in. It also helps the water flow more evenly through the filter, ensuring it passes smoothly through each layer below. I'll carefully spread the sand to make sure it covers the surface evenly, completing the final structure of our filtration system. Now we're almost ready to test it. And finally, I'll add a top layer of clean gravel. This final layer of gravel serves as a first line of defense, blocking leaves, twigs, and larger debris right from the start. It also helps to evenly distribute the water as it's poured in, preventing the sand layer from being disturbed. By carefully spreading the gravel across the top, I've now completed all the essential layers of the DIY water filter. It's fully built and ready for the test. Now, I'll test the water filter to see how well it works. Here, I have an even dirtier glass of water. This will be a tougher challenge to the filter, allowing us to really test how effective it is at handling more heavily contaminated water. The result is impressive. The water that comes out of the filter is noticeably clearer than when it started. Most of the dirt, small debris, and cloudiness have been removed as the water passed slowly through each layer. Although the filtered water might not be perfectly crystal clear, like bottled water, it's clean enough to be a valuable resource in survival situations. The homemade filter has successfully turned dirty, unusable water into much safer and visibly cleaner water. A simple but life-saving tool when you need it most. This simple DIY water filter is a quick and effective survival tool. It may not replace professional filters, but in emergencies, it can provide cleaner, safer water using basic materials. It's a useful skill to know for camping, trekking, or any survival situation. Thanks for following along. See you in the next project.